now on GMA. Super Bowl Sunday for many of us means food, lots of food. But what should you do if there is more than you can eat? Janae Norman is here this morning with some help to cut back on the amount of waste that ends up in the trash can.
And Eva, I'm not sure that's even a fair question. What to do if there's more than you can eat? We're eating all of it. Exactly. Give it to Whit. He'll eat anything. Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow, which means it's time to prep your favorite snacks. But when we talk about food waste, it's opening your fridge and realizing those fresh ingredients have already spoiled, or after the big game, figuring out what to do with the leftovers. A huge problem that we all deal with.
Super Bowl Sunday is all about the two F's, football and food. Tomorrow, fans are expected to consume more than 300 million gallons of beer, 28 million pounds of chips, and 1.4 billion chicken wings during the big game. But with all that consumption comes a whole lot of waste.
How much of our food supply ends up as waste?
Well, a pretty staggering quantity, honestly. More than a third overall. So about 43% of all food waste occurs at the consumer household. It costs the average family about $2,000 a year.
Aiden Mawat is a chemist and CEO of Hazel Technologies, a company working to give perishable foods like fruits and vegetables a longer shelf life.
We do it by creating active packaging materials that can ride along with the food during the storage and transit process. And we use that to control the atmosphere of the food and ultimately reduce spoilage, thereby reducing waste.
According to Mawad, Hazel helped prevent more than 500 million pounds of wasted produce in 2021. But he says there's still a long way to go to reduce the effects of food waste on the planet.
Globally, food waste contributes about 8.8 to 10% of the total greenhouse gas emissions bill of the world every year. And so if food waste was a country, it would be the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases on the planet, behind the U.S. and China.
So how can you prevent food waste at home? Mawat says to try to purchase fewer perishable goods at a time, shop seasonally for peak freshness, and get creative in the kitchen with techniques like pickling to make your produce last.
And for the Super Bowl, fans will be eating, get this, an estimated 8 million pounds of guacamole. That is enough to completely cover a football field 12 feet high. Hopefully we've got a lot of that around here.
That's a lot of guacamole.
That's a lot of guac.
I'm going to have 4 million of it.
I'm right there with you.
Dig in.
Yes.
Once you start dipping, you can't stop.
You can't stop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks, Janae. And we'll be right back with the play of the day.